there, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please hit like, please subscribe. And we're doing a bit of a camera test today. But I'm also looking at this pocket watch I've been working on. So I've managed to get this old Waltham pocket watch running in the face down position, but the minute I flipped it the other way, there was an issue. And the issue was that the pallet fork that I've reassembled dropped down in the face up position. So this is face down running, face up it drops down, and the pallet fork itself gets a bit too close to the roller table, which stops the watch. I had a look at the pallet fork from the edge, and I noticed that the pallet fork looks like it has a bit of a angle to it. So it's pretty hard to describe. I'm not sure if you could actually see it, but there's the guts of the watch in there. There's the pallet fork, as you can see it. And if I rotate this sideways just a bit, see if I can get a view on that. Can you see on the inside there? There you go. So the pallet fork on the left hand side looks higher than it does on the right, which means there's a bit of an angle, and that angle is in fact the upper plate of the pallet fork, and that upper plate is screwed down into the lower plate of the pallet fork where the jewels are being held. However, it looks like in general the pallet fork lower plate that is the base that is affixed to the shaft is not 90 degrees to the shaft. It looks a little bit higher on the end where the pallet fork meets the impulse jewel, and lower on the other end where the pallet fork meets the banking pins. So I am going to take this thing apart again, and I'm going to look at the end shake, and I'm going to look at this angle to see if there's an issue there, and I'm going to also look and see if this pallet fork is still usable in this watch. So I want to kind of get it running and repair it, and it kind of works really well, but I'll show you. I'll give it a little bit of a wind here while I've got it in this position. So just hang fire. So to wind this watch, I'm taking a bench key and I'm entering the bench key into the square hole here, and with this particular movement you have to push in to wind it. So I'm pushing in like that, and then you can hear it winding, and you can see the watch wanting to move. So there you go. So the watch is running, which is nice, and I'll give you a little view of the pallet fork action, and I'll leave it in the Myers number 58 movement holder just for now. I want to squeeze that in a bit so I don't dump the watch when I turn it. And there's the pallet fork in action. That's the back or base of the pallet fork going back and forth. You can see that right there. And then as I rotate it around to have a look at it from the other side, you can see the pallet fork again and its interaction with the impulse jewel. There it is there, going back and forth. And there it is. There's a very good angle right there of the pallet fork. Let me get my fingernails out of the way. And there we go. That's kind of a close-up of the pallet fork working away. And the minute I put this upside down, let's just take this movement and just put it upside down for a second. And ilna tick paw. And when I look at it like this, go sideways like that, and look at it again, it's up a bit, and I believe right where the interaction is between the pallet fork and the impulse jewel, that's way too high. So if I bump that down a bit, like this, just tap it, maybe that'll bump it down a bit, and then rotate the well, there you go. So now it's overbanked. So the pallet fork went up high and it caused overbanking. So not sure if I was expecting that, but it is now overbanked, which means the impulse jewel is on the wrong side of the pallet fork. So which makes the pallet fork not workable. I'm not sure how that overbanked with the pallet fork going up towards the upper plate, but it is currently overbanked. So if I rotate, see if I can get in a little closer. If I rotate this with my hand, get my finger on the, there we go. Rotate that a bit. It's a little tricky to see. I'm going to just take it outside of this movement holder here. press the button and pull it back. That's the value behind the number 8, the Myers, number 58 movement holder. So let me just line this up a bit. And there's that pallet fork you can see, right? And if I just move this, you'll see that there, and then you'll see the jewel is actually on the other side of the pallet fork. Now I can solve this problem pretty easily by taking my tweezers and, without wearing my glasses, I'll be back in a second. There we go. I do have glasses on now, as you can see. So if I take my finger and very carefully roll the balance away like that, and then I move, I got to get in a little bit close, I apologize, move the pallet fork to the other side, that might solve the problem. There we go. And that's a quick way of solving an overbanking problem. But in general, the watch does not work upside down. It works perfectly this way. And I've had this happen a few times, but in this instance here, I believe it's the pallet fork. I don't think it's the impulse jewel, although I'll check the impulse jewel to make sure it's not moving up. And that isn't the issue, because that is the issue on the Bride of Franken watch. That's what's happening on that watch. And just an update, I did get some denatured alcohol yesterday from FedEx, delivered in the mail. It got across the border, and now I can use it to melt some shellac. So there you go. That's my update for today. I'm going to make it a very simple update, and we're not going to spend too much time. But like, it's working quite well this way. And the minute I turn it upside down, it's a mechanical issue. So, as well, I've bought a couple new stands here. So I got the main camera stand here, and I got it in a very good situation here where I can actually do watch work where it's not in the way. And then I got another stand that's kind of, I'll point, but it's up there. It's actually this high. My camera's up this high, but it's a very small stand I procured, and it allows me to get the top-down view. So that might be of use in these videos. I just have to figure out whether it's going to be of use or not. And then the third thing is that do I do scene changes every 3 seconds? Because that's how you get people more interested as opposed to what I'm doing right now. But for watch repair, I think scene changes every 3 seconds is not going to teach you what I'm thinking, but it might be a better production. So anyway, thanks for watching my channel. Just get my lens out of the way here. This is the Airy lens, by the way. Thanks for watching my channel, and thanks for supporting my channel, and I'll see you next time.